You're talking to the rollers. Wearing diamond rings, wearing kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine light, jet flying, son of a gun. And I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down. They call me Hot Rod. Everybody knows it. I don't have to say what I am, because I've done it. It's the difference between you and me. You talk about it, I do it.
You will know that your ass is mine, and that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
Well, welcome to the Crown Jewel 2024 Eastside Dave and Son. Let's it all.
Thank you, Stanley Mac. Yes, sir, Stanley Mac, Daddy. He is the Son component of the Eastside Dave and Son Wrestling Show. My name is Eastside Dave. I'm Davey Mac, Darth David. You know me as a spirit of the broadcasting world. So many incarnations, all of them glorious. And today we are looking at WWE Crown Jewel 2024 live from Saudi Arabia, the friendliest, safest place on earth. Saudi Arabia, where dreams come true. Unless you're, a certain group or two or three certain groups of people. But anyway, it's live, Saudi Arabia. Beautiful place, beautiful Jeddah, I believe. Is that where we are doing this from, Stanley Mac?
I believe so.
I like that city because there's a planet in Star Wars called Jeddah. And the planet in Star Wars was also very desert-ish. Just like Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. So I don't know if there's a basis or anything like that. But let's not worry about Saudi Arabia. Let's worry about Crown Jewel, big event, Stanley. Final event before a little Survivor Series action, right?
Yeah, this is the final pay-per-view before Survivor Series.
And also, as you can perhaps hear, we have the dogs. I'm going to try then keep them under control. Here's the thing. I don't know why they always need to play right around us. Can't they just, I don't mind the playing, but we can't have this. Okay, over there. Thank you. See, they do listen to me. Now, they're going to be back at it. They remind me of the Usos a little bit. They're fighting, they're barking at each other, but then they're friends the next day. Sometimes they're rolling around, they're having a good time. Sometimes they go outside and poop with one another, just like Jay and Jimmy.
Really, that's more of Kevin and Zammy, I feel.
But anyway, let's get into it. Stanley, before we do, did you have a nice Halloween?
I did have a nice Halloween.
What did you do?
We watched Ghostbusters here.
Oh! A little Ghostbusters combined with a little Treehouse of Horror. Am I right about that?
You are correct.
That was fantastic. I enjoyed that very much. We didn't get around to watching the original Halloween directed by John Carpenter. And I was pleading with him, ladies and gentlemen. I said, man, we started Ghostbusters at around 4 or 5. We did some Treehouse of Horrors in The Simpsons. Then it got 8 o'clock. I go, can we do this or what? But see, the prodigy of Davey Mack, the sports master. I know it's a different show, Davey Mack Sports Program. But the prodigy said, hey, we got Thursday Night Football. I go, I know, it's Halloween, though. Can I watch the Halloween? Who was the game again? It was Jets versus Texans? Yeah. I had to watch Aaron Rodgers and his stupid face on Halloween. But we still had a great time.
And Fireman Ed.
And Fireman Ed. Can we all agree that he is officially over? I don't mean over in terms of wrestling. Like, hey, that guy got over. Everyone loves him. I mean, like, that's it. Game over, Fireman Ed. Seriously, go home. The guy is such a curmudgeon-looking, jerky-looking. He's got the jerk face. And recently he said he thinks the Jets are phasing him out.
Yeah,
And that's the second time he's done one of these in the last, I don't know, 10, 15 years. There's every few years, there's another Fireman Ed scandal.
Jets fans don't like him, too.
Where Fireman Ed makes it all about him. Just shut up, Fireman Ed. Stop showing him on TV. That's why we Giants fans prefer the vastly superior. Yes, he's much less known by the national media and by national football fans, but the same type of guy. He's been there. He's been going for as long as Fireman Ed, and we call him the license plate man. Sometimes when you watch a Giants game, you go to commercial break. Guy always has long blonde hair. Looks like he should be in Def Leppard or something. And he's had the long blonde hair for decades. He's been on TV for decades. And then he has a whole bunch of New Jersey and New York license plates as like a necklace around him. But license plate guy, you never hear any controversy. Anyway, let's get into this. All right? It's not about Fireman Ed. It's not about license plate guy. It's about Crown Jewel, Saudi Arabia. And that's what we're going to do, Stanley. But before we get that, did you hear that the WWE is doing a new independent sort of program, independent wrestling program called WWE ID, where they're going to identify independent schools and camps and whatnot, wrestling schools. And if they give you that stamp of approval, then it's kind of like being like another single A baseball team. It's another opportunity for them to kind of look at some talent, all around. And I go, whoa, that's interesting. What do you think about that, Stan? Any thoughts and opinions?
I think that's really good for obviously the independent promotions. That's probably what they've been hoping for.
So far they're starting it out. It's all WWE people. Like it's Cody's school, it's Seth's school. However, yeah, it seems like there's an opportunity for the WWE. It seems like they may be adding, schools that check out. Schools that they vet, that they look into, might be getting the approval. I sent this to Kevin Knight at IWF. That's the wrestling league I'm a part of, ladies and gentlemen, based out of North Jersey, the Independent Wrestling Federation, as I am New Jersey's greatest manager, Eastside Dave McDonald. That's why I manage the American champion, the IWF American champion, Robert Atkins. But I said to Kevin, you got to look into this. I don't know how one of these independent leagues can be a part of it. If you're not already connected, like Cody and Seth are already connected. But my Lord, that would be fantastic. Can you imagine IWF getting that WWE ID thing?
Yeah, I wonder how it's gonna work, though.
Yeah. Maybe it's not going to be available to every independent. Maybe it's just like the Codys and the Seths and the guys who they know who already have wrestling schools. Maybe that's what it's going to be, but maybe not. I mean, it don't hurt to try. So I sent Kevin Knight the details. I said, you should look into this. See if IWF can get some WWE ID activity. Because once they do, they're going to recognize there is no better wrestling manager in the United States of America than me. Eastside Dave McDonald. Fact. I'm sorry. Bobby Heenan is no longer with us. And we all love Paul Heyman. But since he was put through a table by Solo Sikoa, he's no longer around. Well, can you imagine? Let's talk about SmackDown. Anyway, that's going to end the WWE ID talk. I just want to say, hey, man, why not try to go for it? And if you know an independent wrestling league that you're very high on, maybe you let them know as well. There we go. We all win. But is there any wrestling manager under the age of 50? Which I am, by the way. It was just my birthday, by the way.
Happy birthday.
Boy, I was fishing for that. I was fishing for a little happy birthday activity from you. A little bit, come on.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, what?
Happy birthday, Daddy Macko.
Okay, Daddy Macko. I was just seeing what you were going to come up with. And Daddy Macko is a new one. That's an interesting one. Now, the point being, we watched a little SmackDown last night, and Roman, Jay, Jimmy back together. They're all doing the ones. Can you imagine what it's going to be like if Paul Heyman has to run out and save those guys, and now we're really, really back?
Yeah, that
The
would
Paul
be
Heyman
amazing.
pop will be huge, right?
Yeah, that's gonna be huge.
And you think Sammy will be a part of it? Because that he'll balance it out, 4-4.
I mean, well,
Initially, I was thinking that somehow Solo was going to go over to the Roman side. I know that sounds crazy, but what I was thinking is that the original bloodline, right, it was just going to go from heel to babyface. I still think you could do that if you have Jacob Fatu take over. And then he beats the heck out of Solo, like perhaps after a Solo loss or something to, I don't know, Cody, Roman, blah, blah, blah. And so you send, and then Solo's got nowhere to go, and Roman and the Usos go, come on, come back home with us. We're the OGs. You then put Jacob in charge, and you bring one more guy. There's got to be another Samoan out there. So you bring in another guy with Jacob as the number one guy, and now we got 4-on-4. But I think they're going to stick with Solo in the new bad guy bloodline and possibly bring in
or
Sammy.
you just throw in the Lock, and that makes it 4-4.
Oh!
He wasn't even mentioning that.
That could be it, but see, then The Rock will overtake Jacob. But, I mean, maybe that's what you want. Maybe you do want that. You know, and The Rock was like, hey, Jacob, if Solo screws up again, you got to put the boots to him. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, well, I said there's got to be another Samoan guy out there. I forgot. That's the Rock. That's the guy I was thinking about. But, hey, leave that couch alone. The couch is not a snack. It's like they see cushions and they think it's cake. There's no taste. You're just eating foam. Cake has taste. Vanilla, chocolate, it's cake. Couch has no taste. They're both looking at me. They know what they're doing. And now Enzo comes over. He's such a good boy. See, this is the good one. Sonny, he's a little bit nuts. I love you too. I didn't mean that. I just meant, a little bit crazy. All right. So that would be awesome if The Rock came and then we did the 4-on-4. It looks, hey, that looks like that could also happen. But it also looks like Sammy might be part of the original thing here, right? Because we saw him talking to Solo on Raw.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? What do you think?
Maybe he'll probably go with Roman. But he'll probably go with Roman.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think so, too. He's close with the Usos. All right. Let's get into it, then. We have the crown jewel. We have that in a few hours. And so we're going to talk about it. Let's go with a singles match. Straight up. Something fun. Seth freaking Rollins versus Bronson Reed. After the insanity that's been occurring with Bronson Reed. After the insanity that occurred with Bronson Reed and Braun Strowman. He keeps going from one insane thing into another. What do you think, Stan?
I think Bronson Reed needs this match. I'm going to go with Bronson Reed to beat Seth.
Whoa! Bronson Reed to beat Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
In Saudi Arabia.
In Saudi Arabia, give me Bronson Reed.
Okay. Give me Seth Rollins. I don't know. I just feel like he's too popular. I feel like the real popular guys, they like to give him wins in Saudi Arabia. Next one. Singles match for the WWE Women's Crown Jewel Championship. Liv Morgan, the Raw Women's World Champion, versus Nia Jax, the SmackDown WWE Women's Champion. There's too many words. Do people understand why I hate multiple champions for multiple shows that are essentially the same thing? Do people understand how stinky it is? The Raw Women's World Champion, the SmackDown WWE Women's Champion. It doesn't mean anything. It's just a bunch of words. One women's champion, one men's champion, one tag team champion. And then if you have secondary one Intercontinental Champion for both the men and women, and that's it. That's the only belts that should be in WWE. That should be it. One World Champion in each, one Intercontinental Champion in each, men and women, and one Tag Team Champion, men and women. That's it. Not each show, Raw and SmackDown getting their own champions. It's stupid. Be like, come on, man. Come on. Go ahead, Stan. What do you like?
Give me Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan. Any reasons? Usually people give a little, some backup.
Because maybe, like, Tiffany Stratton accidentally costs Nia Jax the match, Like, maybe, and they'll continue that story, like, not on purpose, she's not full on turning on her, but it's like, oh no, what did I do, Maybe, like, accidentally flows in the chair, that Liv uses, All
right, Tiffany Stratton is the difference maker, according to Stanley Mac. I say it is going to be Nia Jax who wins. She's just too big for Liv. How the hell is Liv Morgan supposed to beat her? Next one, singles match. Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens. And what has become quite the feud here. Kevin Owens off the rails, backstabbing Cody Rhodes, and now Randy Orton. Terrible.
I think Kevin Owens will beat Randy Orton, and then...
Excuse me, hold on. What are you doing with the couch? Sit. Continue.
I think Kevin Owens beats Randy Orton and then hits him with a pop-up powerbomb, like maybe even a 2 or 3 on the apron after Kevin hits Randy.
Oh, I like that. I like that prediction.
He's just gonna brutalize Randy Orton.
I like that one. Okay. Yeah, I think Kevin Owens is gonna win. I don't know why. I think, I think Kevin Owens is going to win here somehow. It'll be interesting to find out. Next one, LA Knight versus Andrade versus Carmelo Hayes. Triple threat match for the WWE United States Championship. LA Knight is your U.S. champ. Stanley.
Give me LA Knight.
LA Knight. Yeah! And for what reason?
Because I don't really see him losing the title anytime soon. Well, quite frankly.
All right. Yeah, the Game 7 was a little strange, I guess. They had a Game 7, and then he broke it up.
He won, apparently. Apparently, LA Knight wins Game 7.
Yeah, that was odd. You can't really have people sit through 6 matches, and on a Game 7, you have a nonsensical ending. You can't do that.
That was not good.
Yeah, that's asking people to sit through 7 weeks of stuff. Got to have a definitive ending there. That was some bad booking here. That was, we got some AEW booking over here, let me tell you something. Oh, my Lord. And business is about to go down. AEW. Oh, we got some bad booking here, baby. Okay. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. LA Knight.
LA Knight's winning.
Although, you know what? Carmelo could beat Andrade, and LA Knight never loses. You know what? I'm changing mine. I think your prediction is stupid. Carmelo Hayes for the win. He's going to pin Andrade after some crate like LA Knight will do his finisher. What's that called again?
BFT.
Yeah, he'll do the finisher, but then Carmelo Hayes kick him out of the ring, pin him. And so it's like LA Knight's finisher really beat Andrade, but Carmelo gets the pin and he gets the championship. Next one. Okay, what do we got now? What do we got? Well, I guess we got to go Gunther versus Cody. Just like they're doing it for the women, they're doing it for the men. For the inaugural WWE Crown Jewel Championship, it's champion versus champion. Gunther versus Cody. Gunther's the whatever champ, and Cody's the other whatever champ. They're both world champions, which is very weird. Still hate it. Anyway, one of these world champions is going down.
Or neither, because nobody wins, and Brock Lesnar comes out, returns F5 to both, and then what he does is he takes that title, he takes the title, the Crown Jewel.
Now, what about the fact that Triple H said we are going to have a definitive winner?
That's more of a reason to tell me we don't.
Oh, okay. He was playing a little.
That made him more suspicious, in my
All
opinion.
right. After not giving us a definitive winner in Game 7, and then between Andrade and Carmelo Hayes, and then coming out and saying, "Don't worry, we're going to get a definitive winner here." If they do another ending like that, I think. But then again, I'm not trying to be mean. The Saudi Arabia pay-per-views, to me, are I hate to say it, on the priority list, they're the lowest priority. I know they make literally $1 billion
No, you're right.
from going there. But it's like, I don't know.
I mean, look, this is essentially an exhibition, so essentially.
Hey! I agree. So I'm going to make a prediction and say Cody wins. But I do like that whole thing at the end there. Even if it's not Brock, it could be a Braun Breaker that they want to decide to, Now, I know he just won the Intercontinental Championship back.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. It could be something like that. Heck, if they didn't have this Bronson Reed match, they could have maybe done that. Have him come out there and beat the heck out of Cody.
Your obsession with Braun Breaker is getting weird.
Obsession with Braun Breaker? I don't think it's an obsession. It's me stating, well, this person is very talented, and they're going to have a massive future. You disagree?
I think he's great. I do.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying, like, your obsession has been...
I mean, we're 21 minutes into this program today. It's the first time I brought up Braun Breaker. I can't recall any obsession. The East Side Davidson Wrestling Show fans, is there an obsession? I'm talking to you. I'm bypassing my co-host Stanley Mack right now. Obsession with Braun Breaker? And when I make the thumbnail for this episode, usually I have our little picture in the corner and then 4 other things. It's just going to be all Braun Breaker. As an in your face. I'm a fan. But obsession, I think, is strong. I think you're obsessed with Bronson Reed. Is that fair?
Well, how do you say that?
I had nothing. I had absolutely nothing, and I needed to, if you're going to accuse me, I just accuse back. That's what I like to do. Please, gentlemen. The heck kind of noise is that? They're actually trying to talk to each other now, folks. And by the way, can I just say, as a quick aside, I feel like, why hasn't one scientist or veterinarian figured out, like, how to teach dogs how to talk? I feel like that's a realistic possibility. I mean, if they can bark and they have vocal cords, why can't we just teach them to talk? Did you see some of those noises they were just making right there? They were pretty much talking to one another. I think that's going to be something I concentrate on in the future, is getting these 2 dogs. I'll start simply. Just say the alphabet,
Yes.
B is for bark. Get it? All right. Which match were we on anyway?
Well, I'm assuming... Yeah, wait, did you make your pick? Oh, yeah, you picked...
Cody,
that's right.
I'm saying Cody Rhodes.
So...
Oh, we didn't do the fail 4-way. Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, Damage Control. Okay, this is the 4-way tag team match for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. So we got Jade and Bianca versus Damage Control, Kairi Sane and Io Sky versus Meta 4, Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson versus Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. Who wins?
Jade and Bianca.
Jade and Bianca. I say we get a championship change. Meta 4. Give me Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson with the big upset here today.
What?
You heard what I said.
I don't know why this team is getting so much TV time, or who they are.
That's why I'm saying they're going to be the champs. Finally, Roman Reigns and the Usos, Jay and Jimmy, versus the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, and Tama Tonga, with Tonga Loa on the outside. 6-man tag team match. Big time storyline here. Who do you like?
Give me the woman and the Usos.
You think?
Yeah, give me Bloodline.
What if this is the part where The Rock comes out? That Roman and the Usos are close to winning, and The Rock comes out here. Screws it up for him.
I almost don't see it because I personally would have preferred if The Rock just never came out last pay-per-view. That was strange now. I almost feel like if he wasn't back, then why did he come out?
The one thing I'm not a big fan of is this championship belt that The Rock is holding on his shoulder. Again, less belts, not more. Especially a belt that means absolutely nothing. Don't carry
It was
a
gave by
champion.
him by the Alis.
Yeah, I know. It was made by him, and he fabricated and conjured up some strange story that Muhammad Ali or Muhammad Ali's wife gave it to him. It's all of that is made up. But it's not even. It's just made up for. It's odd. It's The Rock to me trying to get himself over. Hey Hollywood, don't forget I'm the man. I'm the champ. That kind of thing. To me, it's a message from The Rock to Hollywood. Hey, I'm still number one. Make sure you give me action movies. I don't like it. I think it's annoying. We already have Cody and Gunther as world champions, which I hate. And now here comes The Rock saying I'm a world champion too. Even though he never beat anybody, I don't, get rid of that thing, please. Okay, thanks. So I think I'm gonna go with a surprise here, and I'm gonna go with the Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga team. The real Bloodline.
The fake. There's only one OTC. And
Says you.
And it is Roman Reigns.
Says you. I think Solo Sikoa has done a phenomenal job, and everyone loves Jacob. Tama Tonga's great. Tonga Loa has messed up a few times. But that was earlier.
Tonga Loa is better than all these people.
He's getting better. He hasn't messed up in a long time now. It's been a month or two till we've had a strange Tama Tonga incident where he slips or he falls or he tries to hit somebody and he misses.
He's the best. Best person here.
Well, that's going to do it. So you had a good Halloween as well?
I did have a good Halloween.
Yep. That's good. Give us something. Give us an impression. Do something. Talk. I'm trying to do some music here.
Did you have a good Halloween?
Yes, I did.
So,
kill some time. Be a professional for a change while I find our closing song. I'm having a difficult time finding it. That's all. Gosh darn, the thing is frozen right now.
So, Roman Reigns.
Kill me some time here.
You want to hear on a lesson?
Yeah, whatever.
Fine. I'll do. Oh, yeah. Macho Man, Randy Savage.
All right, let me guess.
Yeah.
Let me guess. That was Hercules Hernandez.
You were not correct.
All right, do it again.
Oh, yeah. Slim Jims.
Oh, yeah, Slim Jims. All right. I'm going to go on a fence here and say Junkyard Dog. He was a big guy. He liked to eat, right?
We're going to say...
I mean, give me something else. I need another clue, then. If I'm not right.
Oh, yeah. I'm Macho Man Randy Savage.
I got it. Oh, yeah. Macho Man Randy Savage. I got it now. Andre the Giant.
Correct.
Got it. Yes. I'm phenomenal at all trivia games. That's the thing that people don't understand about me. That's why I should be on Jeopardy, honestly. There's not a category in the world I don't know. I mean, except for like physics and math and world history and stuff. Spelling, geography, I'm not good at those either. Arithmetic, astronomy, biology, I'm terrible at like any kind of those type of sciences. But if it's wrestling and Star Wars and sports, I knows what I'm talking about. Hey, listen. We want you all to have a wonderful crown jewel. His name is Stanley Mac. Say goodbye, Stanley.
Hey, goodbye.
I'm Davey Mac. This has been the Eastside Davidson Wrestling Show. Good night, everybody.